children in the local church school. And we've also had problems with community schools where there's a campaign of proselytizing organisations like the Gideons getting into schools, targeting them, and saying things like the Bible is the most important book.
But we're not talking about visit or the vicar going in for a chat here, are we? We're talking about religious education classes that Michael Gove wants to
These are going into these classes. And the other thing is that the nation is just changing. Just this week there's been a poll saying that there is less and less interest in religious teachings. People just don't care about it. The vast majority of young parents just aren't interested in religion. In fact, are often antipathetic to it. And yet our school system is absolutely laden with it.
Sally's shaking her head.
I am. I know. I'm really surprised you're saying there's no place for religious education, because in our intolerant world with so much extremism going on, there's more need than ever for us to understand our fellow human beings, to understand the different perspectives. I mean, religious education these days is not proselytizing. It's not about preaching.
That's what Bishop Pritchard wants.
But it's not talking about that. I mean, having religious figures of all religions to come and speak to children is very important, to actually understand different perspectives and enable them to make up their own minds.
It's fair enough. We need to we need to understand one another better, and this is
nobody's going to disagree with that. The best thing that the Education Secretary could do in that is to make sure that children from all groups of society and grow up together. And the way we do that is not to have single-phase schools, particularly minority single-phase schools. That's a disaster for integration, and we really ought to stop
more than just children growing up together. I mean, we are living in a society where there are plenty of pockets that are very monocultural. But besides that, I think you need to have members people who are teachers, who are public servants, who are representing the diversity of the society we live in, whether that's ethnic diversity or orientation, sexual orientation, or whether it's disability. We need to have all members of our teaching staff qualified and able, and particularly in our E-lessons, to actually educate children about the differences in society, so that we reduce fear and we increase tolerance.
And Sally, what about including within those RE lessons the views of the secular society or humanism, or paganism?
Absolutely. Well, I think we should teach atheism in schools alongside of everything else. I think it's not about convincing children to believe a certain thing. It's about educating